Good morning. Everybody can hear me, can't they? I'm Alan McKnight. I'm the director of the Columbus Recreation and Parks Department. I want to welcome all of you today to the new Milo-Grogan Community Center. It's a great facility. I think it's going to be a real asset to the community. We're excited about getting it open. For those of you that have been in the community for a number of years, I'm sure you remember the old Milo-Grogan Center and how small it was and how chopped up it was with little rooms and difficult to supervise and difficult to program. When we complete the program today, you have an opportunity to walk through the center. I think you'll be real impressed with the changes. It's going to be a great facility that will serve this community here for many, many years to come. To get us started today, I'd like to bring to the podium Mayor Michael Coleman. Mayor Coleman obviously is a huge supporter of Recreation and Parks and the programs we have. And has been a supporter of getting all of these facilities renovated and upgraded and brought up to the new standards that we have today. And as we move forward with that, we've really begun to make improvements in our program. So let's welcome Mayor Michael B. Coleman.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you. So glad to be here. You know, Milo-Grogan Rec Center was originally built in 1976. That's a long time ago. That's about the time I was born. All right. And every time I've been here over those years for one thing or another, I always had to come in sideways because it was so small I couldn't get in front ways. And I look at this neighborhood, I say, you know, this neighborhood deserves so much more than walking in sideways when the neighborhood deserves the full everything. Because recreation centers in this city are centers of hope. They're opportunities, they're places where seniors gather, where children gather, where family and friends come together. There are places that spring from it opportunity, spring from it growth, spring from it community pride. And we made this a priority in this administration to rebuild this center. So I no longer have to go sideways. This used to be the gym. The backboard was on that wall there. Then the other backboard was over there, right here. And so you could stand at half court and it would be a layup no matter where you went if you shot the ball from there. And you'd have to go sideways and not full ways. So we're so proud of this because we've gone from 9,500 square feet to over 16,000 square feet of recreation space for our young people, our seniors in this neighborhood. This represents a $3.5 million investment in this neighborhood. This is for you. This is the People's Rec Center, Milo-Grogan Rec Center. And so we have a new gym, a new art room, a dance studio, auditorium, fitness room, game room, and here, thank you, Jesus, air conditioner. How about that? You know, I never quite understood why our forefathers and foremothers built rec centers without air conditioning. Oh, that's right. It was built in 1976, a long time ago. And so, as we built this rec center, I want you to know there's a bond package on the ballot this November. Issues 1, 2, 3, and 4. And those issues help us build rec centers, improve rec centers, provide air conditioning, and give hope to neighborhoods all over the city. And the first issue, 1, is safety and health. That's for police and fire facilities. Recreation and parks is issue 2, for bike paths, pools, parks, playgrounds, and equipment. Public service, resurfacing, and sidewalks all over the city, refuse vehicles, neighborhood improvements. And then there's the water and sewer and public utilities that need that people need to have in their communities all the time. And see, what this bond package is it helps us borrow money. That's all we're asking the public. Help us borrow money at a low interest rate. Because what is true about Columbus is that when you're only able to borrow money when you have good credit, right? When you buy a home, they won't let you buy a home and borrow money for the mortgage unless you have good credit. Well, I hope we have good credit to the citizens of Columbus, because I can tell you what the financial markets say about the city. And that is that we have the best credit rating of any city in the nation of our size. Our credit rating is better than the state of Ohio. Our credit rating is better than the United States government. Our credit rating is as good as only 12 nations in the world. That's how good we are. You cannot get better than the city of Columbus. To help us build more rec centers like this. So if we could borrow money at a lower interest rate without a tax increase, I might add, that's a good thing, right? We will do this in other neighborhoods. Everybody deserves a good rec center. So congratulations to Milo-Grogan. Proud of you. This is your community center, your center of hope. God bless you.
Thank you, Mayor Coleman. There's a couple of folks I'd like to recognize that are here today that helped make this project possible. The architects for the project were Moody Nolan Architects, and representing Moody Nolan today are Paul Pryor, Howard Blaisdell, Mario Siciliano, and Jonathan Moody, Kurt's son. So many of you may know Kurt Moody. We want to thank the architects for all that they've done. Thank you for your help. The contractor is here today, R.W. Setterland, Sean Morse, and Rick Weller. I think Sean's here somewhere. Thanks for being here and supporting the project. Also want to recognize and thank the Recreation and Parks Commission that worked so hard to support the department. Representing the commission here today is Dave Paul, member of the Recreation and Parks Commission. So thank all of you for being here and all the work that you've done to help make this project possible. Next, I'd like to bring up to the podium Councilman Zach Klein. Councilman Klein chairs the Recreation and Parks Committee on council and has been a big supporter of all of our programs. Councilman Klein.
Good morning, everyone. I love chairing Recreation and Parks because I get to do things like this and to see all the wonderful smiling faces in the Milo-Grogan neighborhood and how we're making a difference together by building this community center. You know, Mayor, they had the backboards right up against the wall here, and I know something about basketball, believe it or not. And when you did a layup, you imagine going in a layup and you lay up and you have full speed, maybe you're in a contested game. You had about this much space between the backboard and the wall. So how much fun is that going to be to do a layup right into the brick wall? So you had to be a little bit cautious. But with the brand new gym downstairs, or not downstairs, but down the hallway, you can actually play a game of basketball for the kids and the community. I can't stress enough what the mayor just talked about with the bond package. We're building a brand new pool across the way at Maryland Avenue Pool. It's going to have all the bells and whistles, the slides, the zero depth. We're building rec centers like this. We're going to build more rec centers for communities and your friends and your neighbors all across the city of Columbus, but it cannot happen unless we pass the bond packages this November. So please tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors that we have to pass the bond package so that we have the resources to be able to invest in you, invest in the community, invest in police and fire, invest to make your neighborhoods brighter, because everyone here loves their neighborhood. You wouldn't be here if you didn't. We all need to rally together to ensure that we pass the bond packages to have the resources necessary so that we can continue all the great things that we're doing in recreation and parks, all the things we're doing to make our neighborhoods safer, all the things we're doing to make our neighborhoods brighter, to make them stronger, to make them what we want to strive them to be, which is the best neighborhoods in all of the nation, which we have right here in the city of Columbus. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilman Klein. You know, we're here to cut the ribbon on the recreation center, the bricks and mortar, the building, the facility, but what's really going to drive this center and make it successful is the staff. So I'd like to introduce the staff of the Milo-Grogan Recreation Center. They're the ones that are going to be here day in and day out, working with you, the community, providing the programs and the instruction. The manager of the program is sitting up here on the podium with us, Terrence Lawrence. Terrence, why don't you stand up? Terrence is going to be our manager here. Get to know him. He's young, enthusiastic, excited about this opportunity, and I know he's going to do a great job. And working with Terrence, and I don't know if they're all here today or not, but if you are, raise your hand. Lamont Pace, Greg Powell, I know you're here back in the back, Mike Morgan, Ben Woods, Rhonda Reese, and Felicia Dunson. These are the staff that will be in and out of the center over the course of the year, helping you run the programs, running all the facilities, running the programs, the activities. So give them a big round of applause and support them. And again, they're the ones that are really going to make Milo-Grogan what it is, along with your support. Again, the buildings, the bricks and mortar, it's the programs that are going to really make this successful. Next, I'd like to bring up Carl Lee. Carl is the chair of the Milo-Grogan Area Commission. And you know, when we plan these facilities, we work closely with the community. And we've been talking about this center here for a lot of years. Sometimes it takes a while to get them, but we got here and we got this facility built, and we had great support from the community. And I'd like Carl to come up and say a few words.
First of all, as the representative of the Milo Area Commission, we want to thank the mayor and Klein and McKnight for persevering through the long budget crunches that they had in all the years that you were trying to do this, and you didn't forget us when things got better, and we appreciate that. And I would be remiss not to acknowledge Charles Tompkins, my vice chair in the back in the red shirt. I'm glad he wore a red shirt, because Charles Tompkins he's the chair also of the Parks and Recs, and I'm the chair of the Planning Committee. And Charles, for years, I'm talking about way before a rec center was thought about over here, was maybe been the one that pushed and pushed and pushed for at least I don't know how many years. And I need to recognize him. I think he should be up here speaking about this, although I'm the chair. But Charles has Saturday at 9 o'clock till from 9 to 4 to speak. And I always have to do this. I ask God to bless this rec center because I'm the pastor of the Lord Jesus Christ Church over there. And I ask that the Lord bless this rec center and this community and this city as he has been. And I also have to always do this. This is my wife, Maria Lee. And she's very active in the community, as many of us are, Aaron. There's a whole lot of people here. I believe God let it rain because we would have loaded this place up, and a lot of people would have felt like they got left out. If it had not rained, this place would have been overflowed, and there would have been people, I didn't even get in, I didn't even get in. And so God kind of mellowed that out, too, a little bit with the rain. But I thank everybody for coming here today, and we ask that you be active in the community organizations, the community action agencies that we have going on in Milo. Actually, this is just the beginning, and there's a lot of other investments that the mayor did not talk about that the city's bringing into Milo, already has. And there's a lot going on here. This is just the beginning. $3.5 million rec center is a beautiful beginning. And in the next 2 or 3 years, but we need resident engagement. We need the people to come and get involved with the commission. We need the people to come and get involved with the Civic Association. We have a business alliance that we're all working in. We're going to be, hopefully, we talked about it to the directors of them, moving those meetings to here. We have meetings once a month, and the constituency is growing. And we ask that you not only come, but bring people from the community and get more involved so you can have more say, because we speak for you, but we have to hear from you to speak for you. So we want to thank everybody here, thank the mayor and everybody for everything they've done, and thank them to understand that this is just the beginning. We're not near finished with Milo. This is step one. All right? Oh, and I wanted to say this about Terrence. Greatest director they could have chose. He's been working with us greatly.
Thank you, Pastor Lee. I want to mention just one other group of folks, and I don't know if they're all here or not, but all of our centers have a Community Recreation Council, and the Community Recreation Council works with Terrence, works with the programs and the activities. They help raise dollars for extra programming opportunities, but they also provide support and volunteers. And members of the Advisory Council right now are Antoine Booker, Tanette Scott, Rebecca Chapman, Paige Leathers, and Charles Tompkins, who has been mentioned earlier. Thank them for their work too. And if you're interested in getting involved in the center, you can talk with them about getting on that advisory council and supporting the center in the years to come. So thank you all for being here. We're going to cut the ribbon real quick, and then the center's open. We've got some refreshments. You can take tours. You can talk to the staff. But I want to thank all of you for coming out today. We're excited about being here, being back in the community, and we're going to have some great programs, great activities, and look forward to working with all of you. Thank you very much. Let's cut the ribbon here.
Everybody ready? You ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here you go. This is yours. You can have it. Here, let's cut this. There you go.
Say thank you.
Wrap it around.